So the game I'm playing today is called A Good Snowman is Hard to Build. The second commercial release from Draknek. Yes, I'm finally getting around to playing some of his other games. I apologize that it's taken me so long. So A Good Snowman, much like Draknek's previous commercial release, is another Sokoban style puzzler. You play as this person creature thing. He doesn't have any facial features, he's just a silhouette. This game has you rolling snowballs around and stacking them on top of each other in order to create snowmen. You're inside this hedge maze that you are apparently trapped in because the entrance gate is one way. As you complete more levels, more parts of the maze will open up to you. And that's about everything I know, and pretty much everything you have to know about this game. Much like Draknek's previous outing Sokobond, it's fairly simple to understand, but extremely difficult to master. It's definitely more difficult than Sokobond, I can already tell you that. And much like Sokobond, this game was also a collaboration between Draknek and some other indie devs. A Good Snowman was co-developed by Benjamin Davis, and the music was composed by Priscilla Snow, even though she wasn't the original composer for A Good Snowman's music, because in addition to Sokobond, Draknek did release an update to A Good Snowman, which completely replaces the game's soundtrack. I don't remember who composed the old soundtrack for A Good Snowman. I want to say Ryan Roth, who was also the composer for Sokobond's old soundtrack, but I don't remember for sure. This game originally came out in 2015. I don't know if it was nominated for any industry awards at all. I didn't really look into that. This game didn't receive the same amount of attention that Sokobond did back in the day, but I do know that it was almost as successful as Sokobond. I do know that this game was included in the Humble Puzzle Bundle some time ago, and according to some sales figures that Draknek actually published on Twitter just a few days ago, the Humble Puzzle Bundle definitely helped drive sales for A Good Snowman, but there weren't as many major publications reviewing it this time around, but then again, that never really matters anyway, because I've already gone on an entire rant in my Elemental video about how receiving tons of media coverage from these major publications does not always result in your game becoming an overnight success story. Let's look at the actual game now. So the only controls here are arrow keys to move around, WAS and D do in fact work. You can press the escape key to bring up the menu, you can press Z to undo your last move, and you can press R to reset entirely. So currently there is only one level open to us right now, and it's the very beginning of the level. Yeah, this is the gate that we entered. We can shake it all we want, but it's not gonna close. We're trapped in this hedge maze now, and we gotta find a way to escape. The only way we can escape is by building some snowmen. So one feature that does separate this game from Sokobond is that, well, the snowballs do not bond to one another. So the way it works is that you can stack the tinier snowballs on top of the larger ones. However, they don't get stuck there permanently because you can actually push them off the larger snowball if you want to move them around again. If you think that you've configured your snowman incorrectly, you can just push the tinier snowball right off of it. Alternatively, you can just undo the last move as well, which will reverse time. Well, pressing the Z key will reverse time is what I meant to say, but sometimes that's not always necessary. So what we have to do is that we do need to push this snowball off the larger one. We have to roll the snowball over this way, because we can't really do anything with this very large snowball over here. We can't move it anywhere. There's 3 different snowball sizes in this game. There's small, medium, and large, and you won't be able to stack the larger snowballs on top of the tinier ones, obviously, since in the real world that would just end up crushing the one on the bottom. Lucy! Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Also, by the way, when you finish building the snowman, you can just hug it. You know, if you want the snowman to feel your warm embrace. Also, for some reason, the camera just starts zooming in on you very slowly if you're hugging it for a prolonged period of time. Actually, the way that the camera is moving right now, this would give me a good thumbnail opportunity. Yeah, you can just hug the snowman for as long as you want, and I got an achievement for that. Alright, I did not realize you could get an achievement for hugging a snowman. Alright, well, I do believe I have discovered an Easter egg. I did not test that out at all off screen, by the way. I didn't know that you could hug the snowman, but I thought it was just I thought it was just a silly little thing that they added into the game. No, apparently if you're an achievement hunter, you absolutely need to hug the snowman. You can also hug them from behind, although that just looks a little uncomfortable. Well, I mean, it just feels a little uncomfortable how he sneaks up on the snowman from behind and just gives it like a bear hug. So we did create the snowman right here by stacking all 3 snowballs on top of one another. That's the objective of every single level of this game. You have to stack all 3 snowballs on top of each other, but they all need to be different sizes. And you can change the size of the snowballs as well, but we'll get to that in just a moment. You can also sit on this bench here. You know, if you're just having a really difficult time trying to solve a puzzle and you just wanna take a breather for a moment. Oh. What in God's name is this? Wait, I've been transported to another dimension. Wait, what the hell is this, guys? Wait, what? Okay, wait a second. I did not test any of this stuff out on screen. Things are already getting really weird. What in the world? Is this supposed to be like the map? Because I know that the entire map is like one gigantic hedge maze. Okay. I guess you can just, like, roam around a top-down view of the hedge maze? Just to get a feel for the layout? Okay, well, yeah, there you go, guys. That's, like, the entire hedge maze right there. So I don't know if this would be considered like spoilers or anything, but yeah, this is the entirety of the hedge maze. As you can see, this game has quite a few levels. Okay, that's really freaking weird. I didn't realize that was a feature in this game, but I don't want to be exploring weird landscapes in my mind right now. I don't feel like doing that. I would like to go back, please. I would like to go back to reality. Take me back. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, the nightmare is over. The nightmare is over. So I'm just kind of like thinking, and then when I have a eureka moment, I can just like press the left arrow key again. That's what I was originally trying to show off, but I guess if you just let him think for a few seconds, then it transports him to another world. Alright, didn't know that was a thing. I can also push the tree, and the tree just, like, swings back around and knocks me down. I can also push on the hedge maze itself, but that does absolutely nothing. Yeah, so the snowmen will kind of dress themselves up when you finish building them. What's also really weird is that every single level in this game is named after a person. Like, the first level here is called Lucy, the second one here is called Andy. Really do not know what that's all about, but now we get introduced to a new mechanic already. So this is snow. So some of these levels will be covered in snow. When you roll the snowballs into the snow, they'll pick up the snow, as they would in real life, and they grow larger. Now, as I mentioned before, you want to make sure that all of the snowballs are different sizes, because you have to stack them all on top of one another, and you can't stack snowballs that are the same size as each other, like I can demonstrate this right here. Yeah, see, they're both the same size, but now it's just telling me to reset because I just screwed myself over doing that, and now I'm basically stuck because I can't move any of these snowballs around anymore and they're all the same size. So I just press the R key, and it just resets the level that I'm currently in. It doesn't reset the one that I've already beaten. So the correct way to do this is to just roll this snowball around in the snow. Wait, just undo that move for a minute. Then just roll this one along, and then, I believe, yeah, just stack that one on top of each other. Stack them on top of one another, then we just roll this little ball around. See, but because it also picks up the snow, it also leaves a little trail for the tinier snowball to move through, so that way it doesn't pick up any snow, because we don't want it to pick up any snow, otherwise we're not going to be able to stack it. Andy. Andy has a top hat and a mustache, and a bow tie. Let's just hug him. Let's try to hug every single snowman that we build here, because why not? Tanya. This is actually an optional level because we don't need to go here right now. As you can see, there's a new path that opened up over here. We can go to this level called Sarah. But let's try figuring out the Tanya level here. I don't plan on showing off too many levels in this video. I didn't complete that many of them off screen anyway. I only beat like maybe 15 or 20. Like I said, this game is a lot more difficult than Sokobond. And I already don't remember how to beat most of them. That's another issue. My terrible short-term memory knows no bounds. But I do believe what I have to do. I think I have to... Yeah, I think I have to move the bottom... No, actually, wait a second, no. I can't move the bottom one because there's no patch of grass to the right of this tiny snowball right here, so it's just gonna pick up that snow and it's gonna grow again. So no, we can't have that. Hang on a moment. We cannot have that in our life. We cannot have that sort of toxicity in our lives. There we go. This is how we want to do it. Because now we've opened up like 2 paths right here. Just want to make it go all the way in the corner. Then we build Tanya. Tanya just has a beanie and some glasses. Oh, and the butterfly just landed on my head. Again, I really do like the art style here. I very much appreciate the art style. What do I, well actually no, we're gonna go to this one first. Yeah, as you can see, there's like 2 different paths that actually lead to, the other level over here. What was this one called? David. Yeah, the David level is just covered entirely in snow. Right here we have a little patch, so I think what we do... Okay, wait, I have to think here for a moment. I gotta think, put my thinking cap on. I gotta sit on the bench and I gotta work this out. Oh, by the way, you can also kick the bench if you approach it from the side. You know, you can just vent your anger, take out your anger on the park bench. Take your frustration out on the wooden bench. This has no use as far as I know. I don't think you get an achievement for like kicking this thing 100 times. That's not a feature as far as I'm aware, but it's a fun little thing you can do. Okay, so I already know I screwed this up royally. What do I have to do here again? I mean, there's only so many options that I have here that I'm bound to figure it out eventually. But I'm thinking... Actually, wait, I might know. I might know. See, because what I can do... I can push you like this, but I can push you onto the other side so I can still move you around, like that. And then I could probably... I could do that, yeah, I could do this, but the only issue is that they're on the side, so that's not gonna... See, because I can't move this now because it's on like the very left side right here. I can't push it away from the wall or the dirt, I guess more appropriately. Here we go. Wait, I figured it out. There we are. Gotta push the one at the bottom down even further, or I have to like push it to the left and then I can stack all of them on top of each other then. Very nice. We got Sarah. Sarah just wears a hat and that's about it. Sarah's very boring. She has very boring fashion choices, at the very least. So, now we have David. So, we only have snow here, but I believe what we can do is not... Well, actually, no. Actually, we already solved it. Yeah, so you will have some levels that are just covered entirely in snow, and the key here is to figure out, like, which snowball do you want to increase in size? Because you can't increase all of them in size. At least one of them has to remain at their current size. Like, if there is a tiny snowball on the field, it has to remain tiny. Otherwise, you're boned. Oh wait, that's right, I forgot to hug this snowman. There we go. Give you a hug. I'm just gonna give you a very swift hug right here, okay? Very brief hug, because I don't want this video to take forever. I gotta move on. I gotta move on with my life here. Everybody has to. Alright, this level's called Kate. We have some plants in the middle. This has no use, but you can, like, twist them? I don't even know. One of them is just dead, which I guess makes sense because it's the middle of winter. So we have this gigantic snowball right here. I think what we gotta do is that we have to carve out a path. We have to carve out a path for at least one of these snowballs to follow, or do we? Actually, hang on a second. I think... Oh yeah, we absolutely do. See? At least that one will be able to grow a little bit to medium size. We can stack this one on top of them. There we go, Kate. Kate is apparently graduating. She has a graduation hat, and she has a tie, and everything. Congratulations, Kate. You graduated. You made it. You're really getting up there in the world. Now, the only issue is to actually find a job, which I mean in this economy is much easier said than done. Anyway, dumb political comments aside, this level is called Sally. I do remember how to solve this one. You have to push one of these snowballs out of the way and grow at least... I want to say... Actually, no, I don't want to say because I don't think it's actually correct. We want to push this one up here. So I think we want to bring the largest snowball through the patch of snow, because once again we have to try and carve out a path here. Also, opening up other paths that lead to the exact same level can prove useful, especially in one of the later levels that I'm gonna show off, because in some cases it might not even be possible to beat the levels unless you have, like, multiple paths from other levels opened up to you. Because this little part of the hedge right here, this will open up after we've beaten this level over here, this level that's called Louise. And actually, there's another path that will open up to Louise if I beat, what is this level called? William. But first, let's just go over here. Yeah, by the way, if you leave the level and come back, it doesn't reset your progress. The only time that your progress gets reset is if you do it manually. Actually, I'm just kind of thinking about something. Pressing the Z key. Okay, yeah, undoing this actually has no effect on the other level that I'm, like, completing in progress here. So that's interesting. The issue here is that I don't freaking remember what to do. Oh wait, I do remember what to do because I solved it. There we go. Push you through the grass. Yeah, even though it rolls over that little patch of snow, it doesn't actually grow in size. Sally is a pirate, apparently. I'm gonna give you a hug. There we go. That's all the love you're gonna get from me. Actually, I don't remember if I hugged Kate or not, but there we go. Just went back in case. Just in case I didn't. So there is a bench. There is a bench right here. So there's only like a certain number of moves that I can make here because of how compact this level is. So I believe we have to push these snowballs upwards. But then I think we need to push one of them back, right? Because I'm just trying to think about this here. Do I want to do... I don't want to do... No, that's not what I want to do. Oh god, wait, that's definitely not what I want to do. I don't want to push them up all the way. Like, not both of them. Because then they're gonna get stuck. Oh, right. Here we go. Push it onto the other side. Well, actually, no, because now I can't push it, regardless of which side I'm on. Well, actually, no. I can push it up. Push it upwards. There we go. And then bring the tiny one over here. And we're done with that level. Good. Louise has a Fez, which kind of reminds me of how much I miss playing Fez. Be sure to check out that video if you haven't already. As a matter of fact, I think that video is going to be turning exactly a week, or not a week, a year old. I think the day that this video goes up. Actually, no, it has already turned a year old. What am I talking about? I don't know, I don't even remember when I uploaded my Fez video. I think it was sometime in March of last year. I know it was like early March, but I don't remember exactly. March 3rd or 4th? Okay, never mind. I'm a dum-dum. I'm just saying stupid things again. Okay, so we have... Wait, what am I doing to this hedge? Am I just leaning on the... Oh yeah, I am leaning on the hedge right here. Like I'm just like thinking, is this like my cool stance? You know, just leaning up against the wall like all the cool kids used to back in the 90s? Does anyone even know what the hell I'm talking about? I don't think even I know. Whatever. Let's just get this damn snowball out of the way because we have to do something with the large one. What exactly do we do with the large one? Actually, this gives me the opportunity to show this off. So I can actually walk around right here, just walk around to the other side and push it. I think that's what you actually need to do if you want to beat the William stage. Because what do I want to do now? Do I want to push this up here? Actually, wait. No. I think I want to, like, forge a path for the tiny snowball. Okay? And then move it up. This is honestly one of the more tedious levels. I mean, going around the side right here, it definitely helps you, but the problem is that it just takes too long. Because you walk very slow in this game, and as far as I know, there's no way to run or anything. You just walk incredibly slow. I'm not gonna say slow as molasses, because I use that joke way too frigging often back in like 2016, 2017. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out right here. Gotta get rid of this snow. See, because when the large snowball moves through the snow, it won't grow in size. There we are. Okay. That's pretty much it for the level, because then we can just move this tiny one through this path. So creating the bottom path right here wasn't even necessary. William is a wizard, apparently. You're a wizard, William, and for that, you receive a hug. Yeah, that's my logic. That's my logic there. And then just kick the bird pond. Or no, I can't kick it. I just, like, I can't push it over. Oh, okay, I can kick the bird feeder, though. Fine, sure. God, why is this guy, like, so angry? Calm down, for goodness sakes. It's just snowmen, dude. They're all gonna melt and die eventually. Right, so what level should we tackle next? We already tackled Sally. What's down over this way? Right, so this right here is a telescope, so you can look inside the telescope in order to get a better view of the hedge maze. So you get a much bigger view right here. You can see an overhead view because it just kind of zooms out and you can see a lot more of the levels. So the hedge maze is pretty big. It doesn't allow you to view like every single part, I don't think. No, I don't believe it does. Does it actually matter, like the orientation of the telescope here? No, it doesn't, because the camera just zooms out the exact same way every single time. Right, well, if the camera zooms out, you can definitely see a gate over to the eastern quadrant over there. Is quadrant even the correct term? Yeah, but as you can see, there's actually a lot of... Wait, there's a lot of snowballs over there. Why are there 6 of them? Okay, I'm gonna assume the level with the gate is the final level, but I never noticed that before. That level actually has 6 snowballs. Why? Oh god. how exactly would you stack all of those? Unless you have to create, like, 2 separate snowmen. Maybe that's what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm probably overthinking that. I'm overthinking the level before I'm ever gonna, like, get the chance to unlock it. My god. You probably have to create 2 separate snowmen, but whatever. Let's go to Kevin. Okay, how exactly do we create Kevin here? I don't think that's how you create Kevin, but just wait a moment. I'm just gonna figure this out right here. I think I actually want to... No, wait. I don't think I want to. I do not believe I want to do that. Because I can only move this snowball left and right because it's up against the wall. So I believe what we are gonna want to do... Maybe take one of these snowballs out. And just, like, create a path. See, we want to free up as much grass as we possibly can. Get enough space here, right? But then what are we gonna want to do with this snowball down over here? Because I actually don't really know. Am I thinking about this correctly, or am I overthinking this again? Wait, get this snowball out of here. Move that way, move the way. Oh wait, no, I think this will definitely work, but wait, put this snowball on top first. Yeah, this tiny bit of snow, it's not gonna cause it to grow. There we go. Very nice. Kevin's actually, like, well dressed for this type of weather. Unlike the other people. Right, so Kevin has been created. Okay, so this is the Rebecca level right here. So this is actually where having multiple paths open to you is kind of useful. Because I think normally this level is pretty much impossible to complete unless you've already opened up the path right here after you've beaten Kevin. Because you could already go to the Rebecca level once you've made it to the telescope, but I think to make the level easier, or even to make the level actually possible, like completable I mean, you had to beat Kevin to open up this, like, little entrance right here. Right, so this Rebecca level has been, like, the bane of my existence for at least an hour yesterday when I was trying to beat it. Well, actually, I don't think it was yesterday. I played this game a couple days ago, but I don't remember when exactly. I think what we want to do, though, we want to get this snowball out of the way first, right? We're just gonna want to push it all the way over here, because at least now we can move around and then push it back out. That's why we need to, like, get these entrances down. We get these entrances open up. And this is the only other level that is available to us right now, so if we want to continue on with the game, we absolutely have to complete this level. So what I'm thinking is... Okay, well, we actually... Well, maybe we can. Can we put you in the corner right there? Because we're not going to be able to move you anymore. Do we want to, like, place you right there? Not, like, right up next to the wall, because that's just going to cause you to get stuck. I do believe, if we just go back around, I don't even know what I did to the wall right there. Actually, wait. No. Can we go back for a moment? Here, wait a minute. Just push it right there. Oh wait, actually no. Wait a minute. I'm overthinking this again. Here, because this one is tiny, so I can just, like, move it the other way. Yes, I can. Just push you over that way. Because I can do this, right? Go down here, and then stack you on top, right? And then I can just do the same thing to the tiny snowball, but it does require me to, like, move around a bit, like, move through the other levels. Yeah, there, just like this. Just like that. Rebecca is throwing a party because it's her birthday, apparently. This little silhouette creature that you're controlling will occasionally wave at you if you leave him alone for a few seconds. I really do like the animations, though. They actually took the time to animate a lot of these characters. So how exactly do we beat the Chris level? Well, I'll tell you how, boys and girls. Oh, wait. No, it's not how I'm actually going about it. Wait a minute. I think you need to move the bottom one. Or do you move the bottom one? Oh no, I already don't Well, I can tell you that this is definitely one of the easier levels in the game, but what's making me look like a monkey here is that I'm struggling to figure out how exactly I beat this before. Because it looks simple, right? That's not what I wanted to do, wait a minute. See, it looks simple, you just do this, but the thing is, the giant snowball can't move at all. So again, you gotta, like, carve out a path right here. What sort of path do you carve out? I don't think it's that. You might actually have to do this with the snowball on the bottom. I think you do have to. Or do you? Well, no, you can't, because then if you stack it, then you can't take the tiny snowball back off. So that's not viable. But we can't increase the size of both the snowballs, because then they're not going to be able to stack. Like, only one of them will be able to stack. Oh, wait, no. We put it on top of the medium snowball, and then push it off, so we can then... Yeah, then we can stack him. There we go. There we go. Had a bit of a brain fart there for a moment. Chris is... I don't even know. A sailor, I presume? I have no idea. He has a pipe, though, which is a nice touch. Here, you get a giant hug. Also, I don't remember if I hugged Rebecca. Here, a hug from me. And Kevin, because I also don't recall if I hugged him or not. There we go. Just handing out hugs to everyone. This is a very wholesome game indeed. Right, we'll go to... Yeah, we'll try figuring out the Lydia level right here, because I did beat this before. Okay, so... There's a very specific way that we gotta do this. I think it involves... Well, I don't know if it involves doing that, but we can at least try it. It could be viable. Oh, it is viable, because we already beat it, guys. Well, there you go. Lydia is also kind of dressed well for this weather. She's dressed similarly to Kevin. Maybe they're related. Okay, well that's Lydia. That was actually a lot easier than I remember it being. Well, this level right here, which is called Mary, I mean, this one is like the tiniest level that we've encountered so far, I think. So there's only like a very small amount of moves that we can make here. So we're bound to figure this one out eventually. At least 2 of these snowballs are already stacked on one another. Could I stop leaving the level, please? That would be great. So I think what we gotta do, put this one right here, and just move the other one off of it. Yeah, just like that. God, these levels actually became very easy all of a sudden, probably because I actually remembered how to beat them. This is Mary. She is not dressed suitably for this weather at all. She's dressed as if she's in Hawaii or something. Right, so that opens up the path to Julian. I haven't been able to beat the Julian level yet, though. I think this is around the point where I actually am on my old save file, and I had to delete my old save file in order to reset all of my progress here, because unfortunately this game is not like Sokobond, where you can actually go back and play levels that you've already beaten. Once you've beaten a level in A Good Snowman, the level is beat permanently. Like, you can't go back to it and play it again. If you want to play the levels again, well, you're gonna have to wave goodbye to your save file, pretty much. Alright, so this level is Paul. I guess we could try to beat this one right here. I also haven't managed to beat this one either. Actually, this might be easier if I complete Julian, because then I'll have a path opening up to here. Maybe we are meant to beat this first. Like, we're meant to beat Julian first, I mean. But maybe we don't need it. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe all we need is a little bit of hope and determination to succeed here. Maybe that's all we need. Okay, actually, I've already lost all hope and my determination because now I can't move them anywhere. Fine, maybe we could go tackle the Julian level. It does appear as if we'll open up like 2 other levels once we beat this one. So I don't exactly know what we are supposed to do here. There's at least 1 snowball up here that can only be moved left or right. Even with this, like, entrance over here leading to Lydia, yeah, we're not gonna be able to like, push it anywhere because the bird bath is in the way. So the question is, where exactly do we move this? Let's think about it here. Let's just think about it. Well, we can put this snowball right here. Okay, that could definitely... Well, actually, hang on a second. Let me put the snowball in the center. Well, actually, I don't know, because at least one of these is gonna have to, like, stay... Is gonna have to stay put. Like, we're not gonna be able to grow it, I mean. So, wait. How's about I do this? Wait, maybe there is a strategy. Yeah, but then I'd have to push the other one down there. Well, I can push it all the way in the corner, and then I could stack this one on top of each other. Yeah, that would work, but this snowball right here is gonna increase to maximum size because it has like so much snow in the way, so that's not gonna work. But maybe I could do this instead. Not that. Hang on a second. My goodness, you need to actually stop when I'm like not moving anything here. Like when I'm not pressing any of my arrow keys, I mean. Hang on a second. Actually, though, that's still not gonna work because I can't move it anywhere. Okay, well, just switch up the plans a little bit. Switch up the plans. Like that, right? Then you'll have at least some space to move, because then I can push you upwards. Oh my god, stop doing that, please. I'm not trying to push you towards the wall. Like this, right? But then... Well, actually, no, because I can... Sort of... Well, no, that's also not gonna work. Wait, I'm having brain farts again. See, because I could actually... Well, no... Because I forgot, it's on the left side. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna reset this completely, because I think I need to push this snowball onto the right side, actually. No, I actually can't, because it's gonna get in the way. Well, hang on a second. Is there a way that I can, like... Oh yeah, I can just move around this way. That still works. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that, actually. So wait a minute. Just wait a second. I mean, this is definitely a lot more tedious, beating the level like this. But hey, it kinda works. Sort of. Wait, okay, what the heck am I doing? I keep forgetting that there's another path that I can take up this way. There. See that? Then you move over here. Okay, cool. We're kind of... No, don't go back the other way, please. I don't want you to do that. Right. So there's this that I did right here. And then all we gotta do after that is just push this out like that, right? Or actually, what if I just place in like the middle? Right? Because you're not gonna get in the way of anything else. I don't think. Yeah, because I can just move the giant one over this way, right? Okay, yes. That would actually work. That does in fact work. Because then push you over here. Yeah, and then you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna grow at all. And there we go, Julian. Well, aside from the bow, Julian is pretty well dressed for this weather. Okay, so I haven't managed to beat that level at all, off screen. So what we have here, we have Freya. Oh, I see. Well, actually, Jack and Jill. Ah, I see. So this is the one where we have to build 2 snowmen. Actually, there's another level like that on the side. Okay, well, I'm not gonna be playing too many more levels here, but I just wanna figure out what exactly I'm supposed to do about this. What exactly do I do about this? I know I'm gonna have to grow one of you. I'm gonna have to grow some of you here. I didn't want to move you down. Okay, well, I have all the sufficient snowballs, actually. But now it's just a matter of... Apparently, it's just a matter of screwing myself over because I can't, like, move anywhere. I just end up trapping myself. Wait a minute. Do I have to push this one out of the way? Because at least I can move you like this, right? But see, but then I have to, like, move down here. I have to push these out of the way, but then they're gonna get stuck up against the wall. So maybe what I gotta do instead is go down? No, because that leads us to the same place. There's a very limited number of moves that I could actually pull off here, because these 2 giant snowballs are up against the wall anyway, so they're not going anywhere. Then where do these people go? Where do you go? Maybe I move you to the other side, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, I probably could, actually. Yeah, I think I can just move you boys to the other side, can't I? I mean, I can, but... I still can't move you anywhere, though. Do I have to just, like, maybe move one of you to the other side, perhaps? Maybe that'll work. What in the actual hell am I trying to do now? I don't even know anymore. Seeing when I stack them, then they're stuck there for good. Okay, this level is genuinely hurting my brain. Like, I actually think I'm having a stroke right now. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I might have just figured it out. I may have just figured something out. Okay, well, I created Jack. Okay, Jack is the Joker. This seems pretty appropriate. Okay, then what do I do about this one? Can I just push it down there? Okay, yeah, that does seem to work. That definitely seems to work. Okay, yeah, that will in fact work. All right, that's okay. That's fine. I'm fine with it now. But Jill is like a kid? God, I haven't seen that sort of hat in a long time. Jessica and Amelia. Yeah, I am not gonna bother with that. What else opened up down here? Cynthia and Michael. Okay, these are all like 2 snowmen levels right here. I'll tell you what. How's about I go and complete this level right here, Freya, and then we'll be done, because my brain is really starting to hurt now. Oh god, I can't move you guys all the way to the wall, because then you're just gonna get stuck. Okay, yeah, so I actually start in front of the snowball, so I have to move one of these back. I have to move them back, like, all the way, I think. So wait, how exactly is this gonna work? Because I have, like, no choice but to move them all the way back to the wall. Unless, I mean, I can go around and do it like this. Yeah. That works, but then what do I do with this tiny snowball right here? I'm gonna have no choice but to at least move one of these out. Well, hang on. I mean, I could do this. I could do this. Well, actually, no. I should be doing that with the bigger snowball. Yeah, I think what I should be doing is bringing the bigger snowball over there, right? Yeah, because I think, could I put the snowball, the giant snowball, into the top left corner? Yeah, I definitely can. That works. That definitely works. There we go. Freya is a Viking. I mean, the name Freya, it sounds kind of Swedish. Okay, anyway, at the risk of saying even more stupid shit that ends up offending a whole bunch of people, I'm gonna hug this snowman first and foremost. And I think with that, guys, I'm just gonna sit on this bench and just freaking relax now. You know what? Go back into my dream state, please. There we go. Back into our dream state right here. Right, so I think this is where I'm gonna leave the video for now, guys. That's pretty much all I gotta say about A Good Snowman is Hard to Build. A very simple game anyway. I'm not sure exactly how much of the game that actually was that I played, but I think I covered a good chunk of the game's levels. So there does appear to be some more levels where you actually need to build more than one snowman. You have to build up to 2. And I assume the one that I saw with the gate over there is supposed to be the exit. So I can't really tell if that was like maybe 1/3 of the game or almost half of it. It does seem like this game has a lot less levels than Sokobond though, because Sokobond had about 144 levels, I think. From looking at the map here, it seems to have only maybe 40 or 50, somewhere in between that number. So it seems like there's a lot less content, and it'll be taking you a lot less time to beat this game, most likely. I guess you could potentially use this as a fast travel point, right? If I sit on this bench right here near the beginning of the level, yeah, it actually warps me all the way over here. So I guess this is like the game's fast travel mechanic. It allows you to travel in between levels. Yeah, I guess if you just want to jump between levels that you've already completed, or if you want to go back to an earlier part of the maze that you haven't yet beaten. Okay, that certainly seems useful. So the benches actually have a much bigger use than I thought, because I initially thought they were just placed there for visual fidelity. Okay, well that's interesting. I guess that's what I get for not experimenting more off-screen. Yeah, so that is A Good Snowman is Hard to Build. Just gotta build some snowmen, roll up some snowballs, just stack them on top of each other, then they naturally grow clothes for some reason. It's definitely much harder than Sokobond. I do feel like Sokobond is definitely the more accessible game here in this regard, because at least with Sokobond, all you have to do is just figure out how many bonds you can make with each individual atom, and then just try to arrange them in ways in which all of their bonds are used up. But this one, you really have to think about, like, the size of the snowballs, because you can grow them by rolling them through the snow. Some levels you actually have to create multiple snowmen, which I guess is also not unlike Sokobond, because Sokobond had some levels where you had to build multiple molecules, so it seems like that feature has actually been carried over from Sokobond, so that's not really anything new. It's so deceiving, because you think that it would be a lot easier to understand, because, you know, you just roll snowballs, build some snowmen. You only get 3 snowballs at a time, or 6 in the ones where you have to build 2 snowmen, but you just have to roll them to the correct size and then just stack them, and that's pretty much it. Simple as that, right? But no, this is so much harder than Sokobond, I find. Like, it's such a simple concept to understand, but that's like the most deceiving part of this game. Because then it puts you in all of these tricky situations where you have to figure out which snowball should I grow here, like which snowball should be this size and where should I put it, where should I place it on the field, and you also have to like map out the exact paths that you want all the snowballs to move through if the entire level is covered in snow, because as I mentioned before, all of the snowballs need to be different sizes, they can't all be the same, otherwise you basically screwed yourself over, you failed the level. And it's also a lot trickier than Sokobond in the sense that you can't move yourself away from walls, because in Sokobond you were actually controlling the objects that you were bonding together. But in A Good Snowman, you're controlling this little guy right here, this little creature of sorts, but he's the one that's moving the objects around. You don't control the objects directly, so it's a lot more difficult to figure out. So there's definitely a difficulty spike here from Sokobond, despite the fact that the concept here seems to be a lot simpler. But do not let it fool you though, because this game is much harder than it looks. And actually, I think that's a pretty fitting description for Draknek's other commercial title, which I have decided that's actually going to be the next video. I mentioned before that Draknek has 3 commercial titles in total. There's like 3 commercial games that he's released. And I have decided that the next video I upload after this is actually going to be Draknek's other commercial game. Because I really just want to get Draknek's games over and done with finally, because I promised that I would be playing these games a lot sooner, because I initially wasn't planning on waiting until March to finally cover them. I really wanted to cover them a lot sooner, but there were just so many other games that I wanted to play, I ultimately forgot about them. So just to make it up to you guys, I am going to be playing Draknek's last 2 commercial games back to back. There was already this one, which we are done playing now, but the next video that goes live after this is going to be Draknek's most recent commercial game. I don't think it's going to be his final one though, because I believe believe Draknek actually announced that he's working on another project, so I think he is actually working on another game. As for whether or not it'll be a commercial title, that remains to be seen, although I assume it will be a commercial title, because he's actually working on this next project with a pretty large group of people, larger than any of the commercial games he's put out so far, I believe. Like Sokobond and A Good Snowman were two-man projects, not counting the music composer. The next commercial title from Draknek that I'll be covering, I believe, had twice as large a team that worked on it. There was about 4 people, I believe. 4 people involved in its development. I'm not gonna mention what that game is for now. You guys will see it once I finally get around to recording it, but that will be the next video that goes live. I just want to get Draknek's games out of the way finally. You guys have waited far too long for them, and for that, I'm sorry. But for now, if you want to purchase A Good Snowman is Hard to Build, there's links in the description if you want to purchase it on either PC or iOS. I do believe there is a mobile version of this game. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video I make. Later!